Okay, today I'm going to be making a newer batch of some catfish bait. What I've got in here in this picture is some, all the stuff down at the bottom is grease from bacon and other hamburgers and such. And then all this chunk is the stuff that I made last time, and I just haven't used it all, so I was like, well, just throw it in there. What I'm going to make today, though, is a fibery, so that way it'll stay on your hook a little bit better. And I've also got hot dogs and, of course, the garlic powder. There's really not much you need for this except for hot dogs, some yarn. I'm just using yarn. You put it in your blender. I tested it out already. It won't get tangled up. I cut it in about an inch or so, little strands, and as you can see, it cut it, or actually despooled it, or whatever you want to call it, in there pretty well. So whenever I put it in to my bait, it'll actually blend it all in together, which is exactly what I want. But I'm going with something, a little big jar to put it in. It's easy to put your hand in, but I highly doubt I'll put my hand in this. But you can use a stick to put on your hook. And then a lid. And catfish bait, make sure you always eat this with crackers. It tastes a heck of a lot better. Okay, now I cut the hot dogs up, about an inch or so, whatever, just to make it easier to put it into the blender, and so the blender doesn't have to take on a whole big wiener, you know. Hate having to do that. And then put it all in there, and this is pretty much just going off the fly. I mean, I really don't know how this is going to turn out. So, next we'll put in the yarn. Try to make sure it gets down in there. And then, sorry, I had to open up the garlic powder. Put in some garlic powder. May or may not be good enough. We'll have to see. So we'll grab our lid to our blender. I have it. You could do this by hand, but a blender's a little bit faster. Put it on there. Let's see how this works. As you can see, the yarn's starting to move down into the bait. So that's a good thing. And what I'm gonna do now is this is also the way I'm making this. As you can see, that kind of looks like cat food. What I'll do now is get some more oil. Guess I could have had all this stuff ready. Get some more oil. Put it in there to give it a little bit of juice in it, but pouring it just a little bit at a time, so that way I'm not oversaturating it. Lid back on and see how it works. Okay, after that blending session, I had to turn off the camera so I did have some yarn wrapped around the Dilliman Jopper, but as you can see, it's pretty stringy, which is awesome because that's what I was going for. Now, I'm going to get some more string in there to get it a bit more grabby, because some of that, like right there, I mean, that'll stay on the hook, but it's just a bit runny right now. So, and also that much garlic I put in there is exceptional because it smells kind of good actually. I wouldn't eat it, but it does smell good. Okay, I'm back with some more yarn I put in there. So, because it's starting to thicken up pretty nice, but I want it a little bit thicker. That way I can put it on the treble hook and, you know, catch a bajillion fish in one cast. Alright, see how it goes. Okay, she sounds like she's struggling a little bit. Ew. Look at what we have here. See, now that stuff, it's pretty sticky because of all that grease I put in there. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. And the yarn, I got that yarn I just put in there. Do them short. The shorter the better, because you do it long, it's gonna cake up around everything else. So now I do believe I'm getting closer to what I want in the baits. See, because it's pretty good, and I think it just may work on the hooks. Okay, this camera focuses. As you can see, though, it's nice. I think this I think it'll work really nicely on the hook, and it should stay. I mean, current. I don't know about, you know, fishing below a dam or something like that, but go out behind, you know, in a pond or something like that. Why is it not focusing? But anyways, you can go out to a pond, and you should have pretty good luck with this stuff. I will give it a try. Actually, within the hour, I'm going to go fishing. So, okay, now what I'm going to do, I've got a treble hook right here. As you can see, it doesn't have a spring on it, but what I'm going to do is just lay it down in here and give it a good little mash. This is, I mean, I'm just using a spoon right now, but it's holding on pretty well, actually. It's not super, but I am going to do a water test, so may do it on this video, or in fact I'll do another video of just a water test, and then when I go out fishing, I'll do a cast test with it. So I mean, it's holding up somewhat now. I have been jiggling around and stuff, but for the most part. Now what you can do also to this stuff is get some breadcrumbs, put it in it, and it'll dry it up, but put too many of them, it'll make it, you know, a rock. Now this would be perfect, say like you're just, you know, dropping your bait down or something, like a drop line or even a jug line maybe, but I will be giving this a whole bunch of good tests, so stay tuned and keep watching them. Thanks for watching. Bye.